Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, this is where we descend into the unknown, to stories so strange, so unsettling, that they blur the line between science and nightmare. Tonight, I want you to imagine the most terrifying place you can think of. A haunted house, a dark forest, a graveyard at midnight. Forget all of those. There is a place on Earth far worse. A place so hostile, so crushing, and so full of monsters that it makes every horror movie you've ever seen feel like a bedtime story. That place, it's the prehistoric ocean. We think today's ocean is scary, and, let's be honest, it is. Giant squids longer than buses, great white sharks with endless rows of teeth, bizarre alien creatures glowing in the blackness. But compared to what used to live here, that's nothing. Prehistoric oceans weren't just dangerous. They were an abyssal horror show. For hundreds of millions of years, the seas were ruled by creatures so grotesque, so unnatural, they could have crawled out of a nightmare. And here's the part that should keep you up tonight. Some of them never left. They're still here, waiting in the deep, hiding in black waters we can barely reach. Picture this with me. You're sinking, down, 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 past the last flicker of sunlight, past a depth where the ocean turns from dark blue to absolute black. The water is cold enough to burn. The pressure squeezes your chest, crushes your bones, until you feel like your body might just fold in on itself. And then, in that eternal void, where no human was meant to be, you see it, a massive eye, the size of a dinner plate, staring at you through the dark. Or maybe it isn't an eye. Maybe it's a light, a single glowing orb, floating, flickering, beckoning you closer. But it's not light, it's bait. And you've already fallen into the trap. That was life in the prehistoric ocean. A world where sunlight could never save you. Where creatures didn't just survive, they adapted into monsters. Some grew enormous eyes that could pierce through darkness like others abandoned sight altogether and hunted by vibration and smell, like invisible assassins in the night. And some did the most horrifying thing of all. They created their own light. They waved glowing lures through the pitch black, tricking prey into approaching willingly. The last thing their victims ever saw was a flicker. And the real horror, these weren't random beasts that lived for a while and then died off. Many of them were ancient, when dinosaurs were still learning how to walk upright, and countless more. We'll never even know they existed, because deep-sea creatures don't fossilize well. Their bodies dissolve into nothing, erased by acid, swallowed by time. For every monster we've uncovered, there are probably dozens, maybe hundreds, that left no trace at all. Monsters more terrifying than a megalodon, lost forever in the black dot. Imagine that. A world where predators more horrific than anything we can dream of stalked the abyss. Teeth that didn't fit inside their mouths. Eyes too large for their skulls. Jaws that shot forward like a second face. Creatures that never stopped killing, not when the dinosaurs fell, not when the continents shifted. Not even when meteors scorched the earth. Some of them are still out there right now, alive in the darkness, carrying out the exact same nightmare routines they perfected millions of years ago. The prehistoric ocean was not just water. It was an endless graveyard, a crushing, freezing crypt where monsters ruled for 500 million years. And tonight, we're going to open that crypt. We're going to look those monsters in the eyes. And once you've seen them, you'll never look at the ocean the same way again.